And so when we consider the history of parenting for episode 1, what I really want to do, if I can, is move you to some activities. In every single episode, I'm going to give you some homework, because it's the homework where you really become a better parent. So your homework, your activities, for want of a better word, are to pause and consider, is your parenting broken? Or was your parents' parenting broken? Or was their parents, your grandparents, was their parenting broken? And consider whether or not your parenting's the same as your upbringing, or whether it's different, and if so, how? And why have you decided to keep what you've kept and drop what you've let go of? Have a chat with your husband, wife, partner, spouse about this. And if you're doing it on your own, it's worth just making some notes in a journal, in a diary, and really getting serious about why you parent the way you parent. I worked with a guy once who told me, I don't take advice about parenting from anyone except my parents. I think they did a good job with me, and they're the only people that I want to listen to when it comes to raising my own kids. Didn't even want to listen to his wife. And I thought that was fascinating, because maybe it's a little bit judgy on my part, but as I listened to the way that he was raising his kids, it didn't sound like it was aligned with what the very best science tells us today might be useful for raising our kids. So I thought that was an interesting one. And this question, there's value in the conversation. Second activity, second conversation piece. What pressures do you feel around parenting? And I've said from others in brackets, but it might also be from yourself. It might be pressures around breastfeeding, whether you have a natural birth, whether you're going to co-sleep. What are you going to do about school, private school, public school, Christian school? Are you going to go to a non-denominational school? How are you going to work that out? What pressures are you feeling around your parenting? Screen choices, disciplinary decisions. And lastly, what does it mean to be a good parent? What is a good parent? Now, the first couple of chapters of my book, The Parenting Revolution, are all about these questions, and specifically that last one. But before you read the book, I think it's worth spending some time on these questions and thinking through it for yourself, so that when you read the book, the ideas that I share become increasingly helpful.